Hi everyone, it's Tish with Naptime Creations. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It's free and it'll help me out a lot, so hit that subscribe button. Today we're going to be making some all glitter resin coasters, so let's jump in and get started. I'm just using clear resin and glitter. I went ahead and mixed up my resin off camera, but if you're new to resin and you want to see a tutorial showing step by step how I mix my resin, I will link my Milky Way coaster tutorial down below in the description box. Be sure to go check it out. I show you step by step how to mix your resin and your glitters. So here are my molds. This is a set of round coaster molds, and it comes with this really cute stand mold as well. So I'm just going in and filling up my molds with the resin and glitter mixture. I'm going in with the Magic Opal down the center, and then I'm adding my blue colors, the sky blue, and the sapphire blue. So when I do this, I like to pour pretty quickly. You don't want any of the glitters to start spreading out all over because otherwise it'll really just look like that color inside the mold. So try to pour quickly when you do this. These glitters actually come in a variety pack. So this one here is sky blue. It's a really pretty kind of chunky mixology glitter. It comes in a set of 12, and then the Magic Opal is the white glitter here. You can get that on its own in a bigger bottle. And then the blue sapphire, or the sapphire blue, comes in a set of 12 as well. It's got 12 different holographic fine glitters in that set. So I'll be sure to link all the glitters I'm using down below, along with my coupon code, and I'll link this set of molds down below in the description box as well. So this project is so super simple and easy. As you can see, I'm just going in and filling up my molds with the glitter, pouring the white down the center, and then a little bit of each of the glue or blue glitters above and below the white. The resin I'm using is very bubbly. It's a resin that I don't use on my channel, and it's because it has a lot of bubbles, but I wanted to use it up so it didn't go to waste. So if you guys do have a resin that has a lot of bubbles, I would recommend doing a project like this with it. And when I say bubbles, I mean micro bubbles, because micro bubbles, that you can see them if you're doing any type of clear in your project. But if you're making something like this with glitter or any type of pigmented resin, darker colors, the resins that are more bubbly are great for that because you're not going to see the bubbles. So now I'm just going in and pouring the stand. This stand is pretty deep. You don't want to pour something like this in one shot unless you're using like a deep casting resin. So I'm going to pour this one in 2 layers. So what I'm doing is I'm just going in with my leftover glitters and filling that mold up as much as I can. And I did put some of the glitter on the bottom of the coaster mold. I mean the coaster stand mold, and that's because glitter does sink. So you're going to want to pour a little bit on the bottom so you get that look of glitter all throughout the piece. So I just added a little bit on the bottom there, and now I'm going around the rim of the coaster stand and filling up as much as I can, just making sure I scrape all that resin out of my cups. And for this project, I mixed up 8 ounces for this first layer, and then tomorrow we're going to go in and fill up the coaster stand the rest of the way. Now I'm going in with my heat gun on low to pop bubbles. You can see all the bubbles are popping, and I'm going to do the same thing on the stand. I'm going to cover them up with upside down storage container, let them dry overnight, and then we will do layer 2. And I did go in quite a bit with my heat gun on these, just to make sure all those bubbles were popped, but I did use it on low, so I wanted to make sure I didn't use it on high because I didn't want to damage the molds. So here we are, layer 2. I'm using lime blue chameleon flakes from Let's Resin mixed with clear casting resin. And you can see this resin is a lot thinner than the resin I used on the coasters. And that's because it's a casting resin. It's meant for deeper pours like this. So I had 2 ounces of the resin mixed with the flakes and didn't have quite enough. So I'm just pouring in 1 ounce of clear here just to fill that up all the way. So total, I would say that this coaster stand took about 4.5 ounces. And I'm just sprinkling on some of that magic opal glitter. It's one of my new favorites. It's such a pretty color. Just taking my little stir stick and pushing down that glitter so none of it's sticking out on the bottom of the stand. And I know my stick looks kind of crusty. I reuse my sticks over and over so that way I kind of reduce my waste. Anytime I'm mixing up glitter, I just use the same color stick that I have saved off to the side. And here we are the next day. I didn't add any heat to the coaster stand. That resin that I used is a casting resin, so it's very, very thin viscosity, didn't have any bubbles. I'll link it down below too if you guys want to check it out. But I just love the different colors of glitter on these coasters. This is such a fun project and it's so easy to do. It's great for beginners and people really love the glitter coasters. A long time ago, I did craft fairs, and coasters like this were the ones that sold the most out of all of my coasters. So I wanted to share this video with you guys to show you these really pretty glitters from Let's Resin and these new molds from Let's Resin as well. Like I said, I'll link all the materials down below in the description box along with any coupon codes that I have. Let me know what you guys think of these down in the comments. I hope you give it a try. It's such a fun project and I feel like they're just so, so pretty. And if you wanted to too, you could take it a step further and maybe take some acrylic paint pens and draw some lines, almost like a geode inspired look. But if you do that, you will have to do a clear resin top coat to seal those lines. So you could definitely jazz them up if you wanted to. And here's how the stand turned out. You have to be careful when you demold this. It's a little bit tricky around this part here where the opening is, where you stack your coasters. So just take your time and be careful and make sure you don't rip the mold and then it will pop right off. And you can see on the bottom where I laid down some of those glitters, it really makes a difference because glitter will sink. So you want to make sure you do that if you're doing a project like this. That way it looks like there's glitter all throughout the entire piece. And the coasters stack right into the stand perfectly. I'm just going to flip this mold back to its original shape and then set it off to the side so it's ready for the next time I want to use it. Super fun, and all the coasters stack right inside the stand here, just like this. They fit perfectly in there, and I feel like this would be a really great gift as well. But definitely let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and go check out a few more of my other videos. That would really help me out a lot. Helps out my channel if you watch a few of my videos back to back. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic, and I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye, guys.